Mother. I don't think I like the way this is. Ooh. Back with another video. Anyway, we're not gonna talk about that. By the way, somebody please tell me how to make my glue stop looking like a snail done crawled across my face and was like, hello. I'm just go ahead and gangbang right quick. Okay, rather not do that. It's cute. What's happening, kitties? What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So last video was wow, this thing is covering my ears. Y'all know that elephant with the ears? What was his name? Ding Dong? Dumbo? Oh, it's Dumbo. I didn't just. I want to thank everybody that supported me and got me to 1K. You know how long it took me? It took me like 4 years. And it was just so long for me. And I just didn't know what to do. But I thank you for it. But I'm not gonna ramble on, so we're just gonna get to the part where I say, let's get this video to 15 likes, because 10 last time was kind of overdoing it, and I barely made it to 10. So I don't know why I would say 15 if I barely made it to 10, but 15 is definitely a goal. I'm gonna just start off by saying I am not a big fan of Uber because them mofos crazy. And obviously, these Lyft dingbats just as crazy as them. So hell no, I ain't doing it again. No, brother, no. So how this all started was, how I even started using Lyft was, I got out of AIT, which is advanced. Don't know the rest, training. So me and my friend used to like to go to the mall and stuff. We had no transportation. We were new. And Lyft was just the thing. I didn't trust Uber, but he wanted to use it. I refused. Not me, boy. Not me. But now to the point how I got my Lyft driver. So I personally like to move around a lot. I can't stay still. I need to go somewhere and do something. And at this time, I was hungry. So I was like, okay, this is a good opportunity to go get something to eat. And I don't ever go by myself, but I decided to go by myself. So I'm like, okay, let me get a Lyft on 565, right? 565 to get 20 minutes across town from where my barracks was to where I wanted to eat. Don't know how, but I was like, shoot, let me take this offer before it go away. My Lyft stuff, and it popped up a little Caucasian man in a little circle, and it said his name was blanket blank. I ain't gonna say his name, but I'm gonna say blanket blank. It said he was in a little red beep beep, and that was it. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I've been waiting at the barracks for like a couple of minutes after it said down the street 2 minutes ago, when I've been waiting for an hour. So I'm like, okay, well, he must not want to come and get me. I get a call suddenly, and it was one of them things where it was like, who the hell are you? Picture with the little Caucasian man, but when I answered the phone, it was, hello, I do not know where you are. I need to come pick you up. Where are you? At this point, I'm like, can Caucasians have accents like that? Okay, maybe the Lyft driver switched out. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just standing on the curb, blue jacket with black pants on. And so he was like, okay, I'll come around to you. I'm like, okay. So I seen this little red car pass like 4 times, which looked like the one off the picture, but I didn't want to be like, hey, because I told you what I had on. I shouldn't be looking for you. You should be looking for me. I'm paying you to look for me to take me to where I got to go. But that's what's high. So he finally came, stopped, and he did not look like blanket blank. We gonna call him Grizzly because he had hair here, 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 had hair there, here, here, here. This definitely isn't blanket blank. This is somebody else. I get in the car with Grizzly and we do not talk the whole way to the place where I went to go eat, which is Panda Express, and that is my all-time favorite restaurant. And when I tell you my all-time favorite, I ate that at least 8 times a day, like back to back to back, Uber Eats, back me to Lyft, back there, everywhere. Let me just tell you, it's so good. To fast forward, I finally finished eating at Panda Express and I get another Uber. It's like recalculating, locating your little Lyft driver. Same person, blanket blank. And I'm like, I already know blanket blanket who blanket blanket is. I'm expecting Grizzly. And definitely wasn't Grizzly when he popped up. It was blanket blank. So cool, blanket blank. You can just do what you do, bro. So I get in the car with him. I have my headphones in. I'm just jamming. I'm like, oh, I'm jamming. I'm just jamming and doing my doggy. And I see little Twitter fingers. I'm like, what's up? Like, so I had to take my headphones out because he was talking while I'm like, so I'm like, he was like, so Army base, so you must be in the Army, right? What? So I'm like, yeah. He's like, what's your job in prior service? I was like, I'm 92 Alpha. I do supply. Oh, he's like, okay, I know what that is. My girlfriend is a supplier. I'm like, okay. And I was like, so what do you do for a living? He was like, I Lyft drive. Nah, I know you lying. I'm like, okay, cool beans, that's what you do. So I'm like, okay, you do it, that's good, it's good. I'm in the car with him, it's nighttime because I left like 6 and didn't leave till 8. It was dark and it was like, cool, okay. So after we talk for a bit, we get to where we about to get off to get my exit. And I'm just like, okay, well, he driving kind of fast. So I'm like, oh, brother, whoa. You passed my exit. He was like, I'm gonna take the other exit because I believe this gate's closed. Me in my head, I'm like, I know this gate's not closed, but if this is one of them situations where it's one of them, cooperate. So we driving like 10 minutes and I end up like kind of downtown from where I stayed. Not downtown, but down the town, right? So it's like, he was like, do you have a boyfriend? I'm like, no, I don't have a boyfriend, because it's like, it's just conversation, not thinking like, okay, cool. Probably should have said yes. You know about this street that I go to? I'm not saying the name, it's confidential. I'm not about to have somebody post up off the internet on my ass, hell nah. So how the whole situation started in the car with him trying to, he was pulling one of them, it didn't burn it, stinky and fishy, stinky and fishy, fishy and stinky, fishy and stinky. That make my pelvic itch. Like he was doing one of them Johns. He was just like, and I'm just like, whoa, brother, whoa. Do you mind if I just take my pants off? Because I'm guessing he had shorts on underneath, right? So I'm just like, I don't think that's a good idea. Kind of looking at him like, do you think that's like appropriate? Maybe your belt's too tight, like loosen it. Maybe I asked to get myself in this situation, but he definitely loosened it. He was like, ribbit. Keep looking forward. And I'm just doing my thing, right? He was like, have you ever had Caucasian man winky, right? I'm like, oh my God. In my head, I'm just like, oh my God. But I ignored it because I had my headphones in and it was low enough so I could hear in case he was trying to like. So then he did the little fucking Twitter fingers again. He was like, I'm like, huh? He was like, have you ever had Caucasian winky? Peter Wecker, winky wink. I'm like, listen, you're my Lyft driver. I don't think you're the. He was like, well, just look at the print. And I'm just like, I didn't want to look, but I was like, why? And then next thing I know, he whipped the thing out. He don't whip the thing out. He just. So uncomfortable. Like Monsters Inc. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. Why? I was like, now would you appreciate if I showed you my dick? Huh? Would you? He kind of just looked at me and I'm just like, did I really say that? Absolutely. He was around my age, so I can talk to him like I'm on his level of ageliness. I was like, okay, so we were just going past the gas station. I was like, let me out here. This is fine. I need to go get something. Okay, cool. I was like, no, I don't need a ride from you no more. And I definitely reported him. And of course, Lyft was like, they got a couple of calls about people that have been doing that. And I'm just like, well, obviously it's not being fixed. Just keep showing women they winkies. We do not want to see your Peter Whacker, okay? It's not cute. It's not funny. I personally am not using Lyft anymore. But you might catch me using it again. Nah, I'm lying. I got a car now. But that was it for the end of this story time. It wasn't much. It wasn't in too much detail. It might not have even been funny or what you thought it would be. But subscribe anyway, because a subscriber is just a subscriber and it's needed very much. So give this video a big thumbs up. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video.